Before Gates became famous for starring in the VH1 reality series, she was a homeless teenage mother seeking opportunities to provide for her daughter. She had dropped out of high school and her mother kicked her out of their home after getting pregnant at 15. The successful entrepreneur was born on the 24th of May, 1989, and brought up in Decatur, Georgia, the USA, by her parents. The names of her parents are unknown. However, she has shared her mother's pictures and videos on her Instagram page. Also, her mother appeared alongside her siblings on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta TV series. She has 2 known siblings, all twins. Based on the video shared by VH1, the names of Sierra Gates's twin sisters are Camille and Kim. In an interview about her upbringing, Sierra says, "Growing up, I was an only child for a long time. My mom was a great mother. I was a very spoiled child, and I was raised in a good family. My mom was very stern about me not bringing boys into the house, so I ended up getting pregnant, and my mom put me out. I always tell people that my mom put me out into the jungle, and I came back like a lion. I feel like when she put me out, it was the best thing she could have ever done for me. I had my daughter when I was so young, and I feel like seeing my daughter was what gave me that motivation to go forth and be great." She was walking at the mall and asked a random lady at a cosmetics stand to give her a job. The small makeup kiosk hired her to conduct makeovers for customers. That was the start of her professional makeup career. "So I ended up getting a job in the middle of the mall at a cosmetics stand. I was about 16 or 17 years old. I went from place to place, couch to couch, me and my baby, and I was staying at my cousin's house at this particular time." She stayed 2 minutes away from the South DeKalb Mall in Decatur, Georgia. "And I walked up to the makeup kiosk and I was like, I need a job. The owner asked me if I did makeup, and I was like, yeah, I know how to do makeup. I was always into beauty growing up, and I always made sure my eyebrows were good. I really didn't know how to do makeup, but what I quickly learned was that if you have a baby, you can do anything. Those mom superpowers kick in. So I ended up doing makeup for this random girl who went to my school. I did her makeup, and the lady at the makeup kiosk hired me on the spot. At 17 years old, she was introduced to a dancer who worked at a club and needed a makeup stylist. From that one introduction, Gates worked nights doing makeup for the dancers at the club. She earned enough money for a small house and car. Nobody knew my age, she states. I had to grow up. I had to act like an adult, like a real grown person. Those girls in the back of the club are very tough. At the age of 18, sensing she could do more with her skill, she opened a little shop at the flea market. She eventually was able to open a small, hole-in-the-wall shop with plans of moving to Peter Street in Atlanta, where Kandi Burruss, star of Real Housewives of Atlanta, has her restaurant. "In my younger years," Gates explains, "it was a hustle to me. As I began to grow my business and my clientele, I started to see that little girls from my neighborhood looked up to me and followed in my footsteps. I was like, okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I am somebody that is coming into this game and changing it. It's not a hustle anymore. I got to become a business. That's when I started getting my LCL. That's when I started working on my websites and things like that to make myself a certified business." A couple of years later, she opened the Glam Shop, a full-service beauty bar on Peter Street. The production office for Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, was stationed there as well. The producers heard about Gates' story and interviewed her. That moment catapulted her into reality stardom. She and her ex-husband, Rod Gates, were together 7 years before divorcing in 2018. They had 2 children, Mason and Sierra. In a Reddit post about Sierra's dating habits, one user said, "She was with Shooter for 8 years, and he had 2 babies on her as well as cheating on her with her assistant and who knows who else. BK cheated on her as well and was emotionally manipulative. Eric would talk down on her and her kids. Now Sierra ain't a saint either and has her own work to do. Mentally, she clearly overdid it with the physical. It's just sad because she keeps getting choosing men that's dogging her out. I really want to see girls be successful because I was counted out. So many people told me I was going to be on welfare, and they told me I wasn't going to be anything. I don't have a high school diploma or a GED, but it's something that I want to work towards. Many counted me out. So, for me to be as successful as I am today, it really is a pleasure for me to push other girls to succeed." Besides being a reality TV star, Sierra has several business ventures. They include the Money Monsters Academy, Microblading the Sierra Way classes, where she travels the world, teaching girls the technique, and the beauty brand, called Boss Up Babe.